Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. From the 30 on 2nd down. Newton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
We go tonight. Line 20.
56. Not today, you are. Not today. 56 to Mike.
Super.
Let's go, defense.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down at the 32-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
76. Tell him. 76. Attack.
Gurley again here on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check 99. Check 99.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
That's it. Ready?
Big stop. Let's go.
Great.
24 is the mark. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe 24 is the mark. Check back. 24 is the mark.
And we heavy on the edge.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, and he whips that one incomplete there. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the... Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
56-11. 56-11.
Hey, exit.
56 the mark, boys. 56.
They run. It's Gurley.
Let's go.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Heavy. Watch the
Brings
backfield.
up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
12.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, 49ers 3.
20.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Switch. Switch. Right there.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Kelly. Merlin.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
That's the score. Rams 14, 49ers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Richie James.
Get ready.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
What's that?
Watch the screen.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Newton on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Check. Watch 54. Coming. Check 3. Check hot route. Hot.
Orange.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here we go, tonight. 180.
54. Watch the slant. He's coming to you. He's coming to you.
Obama. Obama. Obama.
Mike, 54's Mike.
5.
54. Let's go.
Super one. Super one. Is that?
From the gun on third down. Gone.
Under 10.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. 23 yards, the final tally. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
We're good. What's that?
On 1st and 10, Goff. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Samson Abuka just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
16. Single.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They go with Gurley on 1st down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Right there. 54, right there.
5.
54.
5.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Set.
Out of the gun. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go. He's got him in. Complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down, go to the locker room.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
24 is the mark. Here we go. 24 is the mark. You're not ready. You're not ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton looking deep downfield. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
180.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
2 up.
Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
2 for 1.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
55.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Johnson. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Newton rolling to his right. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Gun.
On 2nd and 9, Newton flushed out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Alert flare, Hey,
Again they run with Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a... fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
They can't do it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They run it with Breida, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yo, 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 yo.
We go. 76. 76.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's bring it.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
29-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey, I got him. That's me. Mike 56.
Ric Flair. Hey, Steve 6.
Mike 56.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike 55.
Hey, lift.
What?
Now you won.
Now gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Gain of 12. Brings up third and less than a yard.
Greystone travel.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Hardball.
55.
Hey, kill.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
X3. 218, chopper.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
McKinney.
52's the mic. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
At 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58 mic, 58. 58 mic.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Right here.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Gun.
58.
Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on third and long. Newton, he wants it all for the end zone. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Kawhi Williams makes the tackle.
Way to go, G.
Brings up third down.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Right there, 56. Here we go.
Hold on. Check.
From the 38, Goff eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56 Mike.
2 first.
Now it's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hodges. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
14.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, Mike 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 41 yards on the ground. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Double time. 8. Check. 58, boys. 58, Mike. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 9, Newton is going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Great.
Mike, 58, right there.
Crunch time, defense.
8.
On 3rd down, Newton. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They snap it to Newton. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Don't say nothing.
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing again. Newton. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium, and across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Here we go. 88.
Watch the run. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Gurley. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
56.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try the right side with Harris. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll run again with Harris. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tight dog.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Niners 10, Rams nothing.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Newton. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2 score. Game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They come out here in the eye. Now what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Newton to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Flowers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on first down. Flowers. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. On first down, it's Gurley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Gurley, the ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On first and 10, Flowers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Wait. Go. Bop. Check 20. Go. Check it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We own them. Rush in. Hustle. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on third and long. Flowers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. To throw is gone. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 49ers' 49-yard line.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Newton's going to throw it. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This one, and oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.